Wasibiza sonke Musa, wasifaka ku-Twitter, wathi nangu Dr. Matthew, qamba manga waqamba, wasishaya shaya Matthew, all 6,100 of us. We kept saying yo yo ha ha now amanga desivumelwana awamanga lawangaga. I have never been so light. Dr. Matthew is in the room with us. Puma Dr. Matthew, fire! Fire! Yan amukela kwinkqubo yami bomt abakadad bomt abakagogo bomt abaka-auntie bomt abakasisi. I am Sims and it's at the right Sims on Instagram, so please follow your sister. Don't forget that the property show is happening this weekend, as in tomorrow and Sunday, at the Sentin Convention Center. 120 gets you in. You can use my discount code SIMS, which will be in the description box down below, to get yourself a 10% discount. We will be talking all things property. Nicolette Mashile will be there talking to first-time home buyers. All banks will be there, whether you are a buyer, whether you are a seller, whether you are a renter, whether you are an investor, whether you just want to know about property, or whether you want to leave your father's house. Let's all go there. And if you are management and you're going there, please holla at me. Holla at the baby girl, okay? And I did a ticket giveaway on Instagram. I gave 2 tickets away. I'll be announcing the winners today. Should we do a giveaway this side too? If you want 2 tickets to the property show, tell me who are you bringing and why are you bringing them. Tell me down below, okay? Alrighty then. And I will announce you on the community post, so keep a lookout on my community post, right? Right. Hi Nina. Yesterday. Yes. I've never looked forward to a Twitter space more than I have ever. Imagine having Musa, Khawula, having that guy, and Matthew Lani. One thing that you guys need to understand is that you don't listen for understanding. You listen to ask. Matthew, doctor, pastor, engineer, corridor mover, arrested but half arrested, the youngest criminal to be released from prison, the youngest criminal to have crutches that he can't use in South Africa. They were there in the same room hosting a space. There's something called a Twitter space. It's like an Instagram live, but a Twitter live. You know, all you hear is the voices. Hi, Kesana. We all went there, embarked on the journey to go there. Sangena space. Paid front row seat tickets, Kesana. Yes, we did pay. What do you think data and Wi-Fi is when? Payment. Sangena. Ow! Salinda. We waited longer than Erykah Badu's concerts. We waited longer than we waited for Lauryn Hill. Hey, eventually, sana, afika Dr. Matthew. Then it was a question and answer session. He first told us what happened at the hospital where he was caught at, when he was escaping through the window, okay? Let me break it down for you. Let me give you a gist. Dr. Matthew says he and his friend were there to give medication to a patient upstairs. They were there to give a friend medication, sana. And then because Dr. Matthew is wanted by the medical people, the police, the UFOs, the SFOs, CCMA, BBL, community, everyone is looking for Dr. Matthew. He said the securities, they stopped him. And then he was like, he got a shock. So he tried to run. But then he remembered, why am I running? Because I didn't do anything wrong. And then they caught up with him during this run. And then when they caught up with him, they put him in this room, and the matron came, and the matron was like, aren't you Dr. Matthew? And he was like, yes, I am. And then he was like, the matron was like, what are you doing here? And Dr. Matthew was like, I'm just here with my friend to give our friend amapilisi. And then he's like, are you impersonating a doctor? And Dr. Matthew said, no, never. And then, let's story, Nje. Guys, you see how I'm telling you the story with confusion? It's because I'm confused myself. And then I was asking myself, didn't we see the videos on TikTok where he was admitting that he's really not a doctor and where he was apologizing and saying sorry? And now he's denying. He said, no, none of that took place. And it was just a misunderstanding between him and the matron. While we are still being gaslit with that confusion of we know what we saw, but Matthew is telling us that what we saw is not what we saw. What we think we saw is not what we actually saw. What we saw was something else that we saw. I was like, is this saw 7 or saw 8 or saw 9? While I'm still figuring that out, a question comes. Dr. Matthew, are you a qualified medical doctor? Guys, he said yes, which really perplexed me further. He said it with so much gusto. He said it with so much conviction. You know what, ne? And then I'm like, if Dr. Matthew is a doctor, then I'm an Olympic medalist winner. How? I won a medal for participating in a Mandela run. So it means that I am also an Olympic medalist because it's a Mandela walk. First of all, it might happen that I'm related to the Mandelas. Participating means winning. So, maning bona guma Olympics, taking Caster's place. Just know that it's Dr. Matthew that gave me the Delulu. And now I'm going to make it through Lulu. And then I said, okay, it means all of us. We are what we think we are. How, guys, just because Dr. Matthew walks around with a horoscope around his neck, he thinks he can read our star signs. I was like, okay, guys, if you want to be a Dogotella, I've got the starter pack for you. You know, this week I'm giving you starter packs. All you need is cotton wool. Cotton. Gaviscon. Miracle Mom Bella. Bella, what you will be doing is dirty. You'll be doing dirty work. You must cleanse it. You must cleanse it. Right? And then just know a few words like, I'm the youngest. No. What? That actually didn't happen. Don't say I didn't plug you on how to be a Dogotella in South Africa. I am sure even people that know Dr. Matthew have been lied to so much that they even think that they were in the classroom. They were in the exam room. They even think maybe they were at the graduation. It's just that they forgot that they were there with Dr. Matthew. How? Nkulunkulu waka ayanda ncwane. Jehovah osesithebeni sothando. Awu shebe. Yaqamba mangingane ngavele nami ngabona ukuthi ayi cha yithina esi-wrong ku-acrimony. uTyler Perry makadede nje. Tyler Perry makaphume nje in the room. Hawu Mateo ubhuqa nomusa Khawula. Awu when I catch you, Matthew,